Hey guys, hope you're having a good morning. Happy New Year. I probably said that in the last video, but Happy New Year again. Today I just wanted to talk briefly about what this channel is about. So originally this channel was a vlogging channel. I used to have a sneaker channel on YouTube for 4 years, from like 2014 until end of 2017, and had a couple thousand subscribers, but I just outgrew that channel, and I still like shoes, but it's just my life became more than that. So in 2016, I believe, I started the vlogging channel, and I used to upload vlogs, and then I stopped doing YouTube altogether in like 2017. At the end of 2017, I gave it a break for a couple years, and then now that I come back to it, I wanted to kind of pick up again where I left off a little bit, but my life has changed a lot obviously since then. My vlogs used to be about like things that I was doing, like, you know, fun trips, day trips, things like that. And while I still would like to do those type of videos, I don't really take many day trips right now due to COVID and having a very young baby. Basically, this channel has evolved into what I call conscious living. So it's like my journey to self-sufficiency. I don't want to call myself a prepper, but I do want to be prepared for certain things. And when I say conscious living, means like being aware of what you use, what you need, your environment, and things like that. So I would touch on like general like homesteading things, like, you know, you want to like can goods, dehydrate food, like you want to grow your own food. When I say that this is my journey, is like it's a path to get to where I want to be, because right now, like, I live in the city and we rent, and we have a very small apartment with like very minimal space outside, so we can only do a certain amount given those limitations. So like my goal and our goal as a family is that we do want to be self-sufficient, not necessarily like off-grid, but we do want to be able to like grow our own food, you know, heat our home, run things that we need to, like from solar energy. We look at like wood gasifiers, you know, stuff like that. So basically this channel will be following that kind of thing. For me, I like to prep, not for like doomsday type stuff, but I'm more of like a climate and situational prepper. So I like to have enough food, because we are seeing food shortages due to climate change and also the pandemic. So, you know, you want to make sure you have enough food, you want to make sure that you have water supply, you want to make sure that you have electricity needs, like heating needs, in the event of the grid going down. So given that we are in a part of Canada, like, actually it's funny because like we're in the most southern part of Canada, like an hour's drive down the highway brings you closer to Detroit, but also the most southern point of Canada, Point Pelee, is actually the same latitude as Northern California and Barcelona. So that's kind of like mind-blowing, right? So we're a little bit further north than that, but not by much. And it still gets cold, and we still get windstorms and winter storms, and we see power outages due to that. And like, because we live in an area with like huge, big, tall, mature trees, and a lot of them like come down and knock out power lines, internet lines, whatnot. So I want to be prepared for stuff like that. And also on the flip side, in the summertime it gets really super hot, and there can be brownouts, so you can't run like fans and air conditioners and stuff like that. So the journey to self-sufficiency, being aware of what you use. So we use heaters to heat our home. Well, we use, like, it's gas heat right now, but like say like that went down, we have to have like a backup source. So things like an extra power source, an extra heating source, because especially with a young baby, you want to make sure that you're covered in those things. I also just wanted to mention like the balance between lack mindset and prepping. To me, prepping does come from a lack mindset, but you also like want to have that balance, because when you live in a lack mindset, it's like negativity, like, oh, I don't have enough. And when you're constantly thinking in that mindset, it leads to more lack. So when you try to get out of lack mentality, things actually go better for you. Like, you know, like, oh, I can't afford this. Like, maybe you can't afford it now, but like you can always build towards affording it and taking steps to be able to do what you need to do. So like lack mindset with regards to like food and stuff, it's like, oh my god, like we don't have enough food. Like, you know, it's just finding the balance between lack mindset and prepping, like being smart, making smart choices. So when you're in the grocery store, like picking up an extra like bag of pasta or something like that, things like that also like help. So when you go into the grocery store and you see those empty shelves, you're not like, oh my god, I don't have any food. You know that you have a little bit squirreled away. So yeah, long story short, the journey to self-sufficiency, and my videos will be about those topics as I move forward towards our goal of having land and stuff like that. So even like reducing plastic and waste and things like that come into play. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. Of course, there still will be like the odd random video, because I do like to make videos about other things. Like I'm into photography. Like my actual handle on Instagram is for my photography page, but I just kind of tied it in because views from the 519 is like I was taking pictures of like stuff in the area, but also like views from the 519 is, well, 519 is southwestern Ontario, and it's just like views like your life in that area. So I hope that helps to explain what this channel is about and what I'm doing and stuff like that. I'm really excited for the future and to show you stuff like that. So if you're also into that, if you're also trying to leave the rat race, the 9 to 5, the working like crazy, like, I mean, well, to finish that, let me know. I'd love to chat with other people about those things. But also, it's just like housing is just completely out of control right now. Like, we're very fortunate where we live, where we can afford the rent right now, but renting in other places nearby is like completely out of our price range. And buying a home also, like houses here are like $400,000 or $500,000, and that's just completely out of our price range. So you have to think of like alternative ways to live when you're given such restraints. So I could talk way more about this, like there's so much to cover, like, but I think I'll just break it down into bits and pieces as I go along. You may have seen in my previous videos, I did videos on canning and gardening and stuff like that, and I did do a lot more before I had my baby, but now that he's getting older, I'm gonna pick back up where I left off. So yeah, I hope that explains everything, and yeah. As always, thanks a million for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any suggestions. And yeah, thanks a million for watching. Catch you on the next vid.